Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. We are doing another book haul today because I'm a bad influence. And I've been saving all these books to do a book haul. And then do you know what I did? I went to a book sale. So, I'm gonna kind of give you a little bit of background on this sale. And then I'm gonna hopefully put together some sort of cool artsy intro. I don't know, guys, okay? I live in Springfield, Missouri, and our Springfield Greene County Library is the main library, kind of in my area. And our library is a Friends of the Library, which I don't really know fully everything that means, but basically they have charitable organizations and different things like that. So we have twice a year something called a Friends of the Library sale. And it is my favorite thing. I discovered it many years ago now and didn't really know what it was. It was early on, right when the library changed into being a Friends of the Library. And I fell in love. It is actually how I found some of my favorite books. And as I got older and started collecting books for teaching and stuff, I would go there because you can get books for super cheap. Books there are typically mass market paperbacks can be 50 cents. They have two sides. They have a better book side and then a cheaper book side. And you might get a hardback book for your classroom for $2 or $3. So it's how I've gotten so many books for my classroom, and I love it. It's fantastic. And so anyway, I have been going every year, and I told myself this year that I wanted to go about the sale differently because we have different guidelines for our classroom libraries, education, and I have so many books in there anyway. And honestly, I have so many books sitting in this room, you have no idea. By the way, this is my library. I kind of just sat in this spot because I've got some pretty books and artwork behind me, and the other side is a mess still. I'm telling you, one day it will be beautiful and I will be able to film in front of it all the time. But then again, sitting on the floor is not my vibe. I know my feet are going to fall asleep. Boy, I'm going to try to go through these quickly, but I don't know. I want to put out some faster videos. I just struggle with that. And I'm hoping that the pressures of the school year will really force me to go quickly and to not be maybe as in-depth specific as I can be, although maybe that's what you love about me, in which case, there will still be plenty of epically long videos to choose from. But anyway, the sale was, when was it? September 13th or 14th? It was a Tuesday, and starts on a Tuesday, and they have a preview night. And the preview night is you pay $5 to become a friend of the library, and that usually lasts for 3 Friends of the Library sales, usually the fall, the spring, and then the next fall. And you get in, it's for $5 or free if you've already renewed. And you get to look around and then buy stuff. And so they make money on the preview sale, of course. But they're discarded books from the library. They are donated books. And they have I can't even tell you, thousands and thousands and thousands of books. It's crazy. And I always go crazy on the classroom side. I mean, I go to the YA section and just go crazy. But I really, since starting this channel, and even before, watching BookTube, I really wanted to just do something for me this time, and just to look for stuff that I wanted. And I already have so many books that I want, I read a lot on Kindle. I do a lot of Kindle Unlimited. I have a ton of copies of books in my house and so many books I haven't gotten to yet. And one thing that I didn't want to do was overbuy those kinds of books. But if you know, because I've talked about it a lot in here, I really love collecting historical romances now. And I know so many people do, but man, it is it's so fun. And it's changed the way that I go book shopping as well. So I went straight to the historical romance section. I guess it was just called the romance section for the mass market paperbacks, and they were 50 cents. And I knew that they had been that price before, but I never really went over there to do too much exploration. I did a little in the spring. I took my student teacher Emily, so hey Emily, if you're watching this, we just talked the other day, but I hadn't really fully explored it, so I did this time. So I thought what we would do, and I don't know how this is gonna go because it is a haul. I'm only showing you the books that I got for me. There are a few that accidentally ended up at school, but the rest of the books are at school. They're all YA books, some mystery suspense, some fantasy, some realistic fiction, that kind of a thing. But these are for me. So we're just going to go through this massive bag. Okay? And they're not organized in any way, shape, or form. And so I'm just going to basically, if I remember anything to say about them, I will. But I think we'll probably just the ones that are the most maybe visually interesting, we'll look at what they're about. And then of course any authors that I'm trying to collect more of. I've been really bad about reading historical romances recently, and I really want to read more. And I've been weighing myself down with these TBR lists. And so I don't know what October is going to look like yet. And of course, we're almost to the end of September. So I will have a wrap-up video coming soon and a TBR video for October. But I've been thinking a lot about that kind of stuff too. So let's get going. Okay, here we go. They're not all historical, but a lot of them are. So I hope this is still fun. All right, so first one, 3 Weeks with Lady X by Eloisa James. Listen, I know who Eloisa James is. I was like, Lady X? What is this? So, I think... Okay. Her name is Lady Zenobia India, maybe? And she's gonna, make him marriageable in 3 weeks. But then they're, passionate and shit. I have no idea, but it looked fun, okay? There's no step backs. Sorry. But there's plenty of step backs to choose from. Then, look at this guy. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, when you look too closely, it's not good. But it's bad, but it's good. It's both. And his name is Gavin, though. And it's called My Lord Destiny by Eve Byron. Yeah. I don't really know. Tall and broad, a shadow backlit by the twilight outside his dark traveling cloak, caught by a sudden gust and billowing out behind him, showing a form as powerful and sleek as the dog standing between her and the door. Whatever. I'm so excited. Her name's Priscilla. And his pants are definitely not period accurate. Then we've got some Samantha James books, and these are not going to be, again, no order. But this is A Perfect Hero, and oh, look at that, guys. Yeah, pretty good. Can a lady trust her heart to a master of deception, a dashing hero in the guise of the perfect villain? I don't know, but I guess I'll find out eventually. Then we've got some Mary, is it Balog? I don't know how people say it. I didn't get it for this cover. I think I got it for... Why'd I get it? Honestly, I think I just wanted to collect some of her books, and I thought it sounded good. He's a war hero. And she has a guileless manner and infectious laugh. That's my kind of girl right there. We've got some Victoria Alexander. This one my friend picked up and she goes, Megan, that's pretty. You should get it. So thanks, Jen. I did. I don't know what it's about, but it's Christmassy. We've got some Joanna Lindsay, because this man was like speaking to me. Like, is this a Western? I don't know, but like, look at this dude's face. I'm into it. What's his name? Chad Kincaid. He sounds like he should be taking photographs. But I have no idea. He's a cowboy. It's Texas. I don't know how I feel about Texas. I mean, I know how I feel about Texas, but I don't know how I feel about Texas and historical romances. We've got some Lisa Kleypas because... Kleypas. I've been trying to collect all of her books because I want to read all the Wallflowers and the Ravenels or whatever. I don't know. Listen, guys, I don't really know what all this stuff means, but I'm just going with it. So at a certain point, I just stopped looking to see if I even had them. I was like, it's 50 cents. What's it gonna matter? So I just kept adding them. But this is book 2 in the Wallflowers. And, you know, would I have been a Wallflower back in the day? It's hard to say. Then we've got this one. It's called Wicked. I mean, but then, guys, how fresh. Look at them. The Earl was known as a beast. Oh, shit, I picked it up because it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Maybe? Whatever. I'm looking for some Beauty and the Beast retellings that are historical romances so I can do them for my Give Girl Library series. So, then we've got this. Listen, I got it. It's called The Bride of the Unicorn. I got it because you guessed it. There's a unicorn. And he's the Marquis of Clayton, and his soul is as dark as his raven black hair, and he's a notorious spy. Fuck yeah, right? Listen, give me a man with a soul as dark as his raven black hair, but maybe he's like, you know, broken and he needs some help and shit. I'm ready for it. Then I got this one because it's a pirate book. Pirate's Prize. If you look at them too closely, actually look at both of them too closely, it's like, ooh. But if you just kind of look at it a little bit further away, it's New Orleans. So, guys, I may not read any of these. Who knows? I also got Julia Quinn because I don't know if I had this one and I was like, I'm getting it. I really liked because of Miss Bridgerton, because this is about Billy, and this is the Rokesby's series. There's 4 books, is like a prequel kind of to, I mean, it is a prequel series to the Bridgerton books, which I don't know when this video is posting, probably Wednesday. But I just watched the clip that they put on social media, probably on YouTube as well, of the show about the Queen for Bridgerton, and I have never really understood why they did the whole Queen thing on there. Like, I liked it the first season, right? But then I read the books, all of them, and then I went back, and after I read all the books, and then season 2 had just come out, and I watched it, and I was like, I really don't like the whole Queen thing. But, I watched that scene, and I'm ready for that show now. Yep. Okay, we've got a Sherry Thomas, Ravishing the Heiress. Some of these look familiar to me, and I'm like, I'm sure I watched some stuff about them. You know what I mean? Her name is Millicent, and she has to do an arranged marriage. And, oh my God! Because of her youth, they have agreed to wait 8 years before consuming the marriage, and then only to beget an heir, after which they will lead separate lives? Well, that's not gonna fly, is it? Okay. Then we've got another, and some of these are kind of broken. Like they need to be glued. But this is another Eloisa James, Pleasure for Pleasure. Listen. Oh my God. I didn't look at, okay. The back of it says, Josephine Essex has barely appeared at her first ball before she's labeled the Scottish sausage. That's rude. What's Josie to do? Is this character plus size? I don't know. I mean, she's not. and the step back, which I bought. I bought it because the step back was pretty. But if she is, that's dope. Yeah, this book is, I may not end up reading it this way because it needs to be glued. But I have some glue at school because I repair books and stuff. Okay, then we have Victoria Alexander. And I bought this one because, oh, look at this guy. Boom. I know. White. I don't know why there's a scepter on a pillow. Like these, guys, I don't know why. Now I know what all y'all were talking about before I started buying these. I have so many of them. I don't know what to do with all of them. Okay, I got this one. It's by Eloisa James and it's Julia London and a couple other people. And they're little novellas and it's called Talk of the Ton. You Can't Keep Love a Secret in Regency, England. How cute is that? It's adorable. I bought it. Yeah. Then we got a Sabrina Jeffries. I'm not sure why I got this one. It's been, I meant to record this right after the thing and I just ran out of time. Ooh. When Edwin Barlow, the Earl of Blakeborough, agrees to help his best friend's impetuous ward in her time of need, he knows he's in for trouble. He's been hunting for someone to wed, and Lady Clarissa Lindsay will just get in the way. She's whip-smart, free-spirited, beautiful. Did we just describe me? I'm kidding. But seriously, ideal description of a woman right there. Whip-smart, free-spirited, beautiful. Like, I'm vibing with that. Someone needs to describe me that way. Okay. There's a couple that I'm going to skip, okay? Because they're not historical romance, but then we'll come back to them. We got some Lorraine Heath. Let me just flash you with a bit of my leg there. The Duke and the Lady in Red. I couldn't remember if I had this one. And I wanted to get it, so I did. And, of course, he's the wicked Duke of Avondale. Yeah. I'm into it. I'm into it. Oh. I'm going to skip that one for now because it's not historical romance. Okay. Then we've got, this one was just pretty. It's by Julia London. It's The Hazards of Hunting a Duke. And the series is The Desperate Debutantes. And it says, when the young ladies of the Fairchild family learn that their stepfather has absconded with their late mother's fortune, Ava, the eldest, hunts down the notoriously wealthy Raquel, Jared Broderick, the Marquis of Middleton, and heir to a dukedom. Much to her shock and delight, the Marquis sweeps her into a whirlwind romance and proposes marriage. But after their passionate wedding night, Ava discovers Jared has Jared is a weird name for a Regency guy, right? Has ulterior motives of his own. I just got it because this was so pretty. I know it's kind of bright in here. But I got it because it was so pretty, and then I really like, well, actually no. That's not very good either. But whatever, it's fine. I got Annie's song. You know why? Because y'all been talking about it on BookTube. And I was like, I've heard, like, you know, good and bad, but I was like, well, it's 50 cents. So I'm going to buy it. Also, the cover's nice. You know? All right. I've been also, okay, I felt so proud of myself. So, Teresa Medeiros, I found one of her books by accident at a bookstore, like last month before, and I already hauled that one. And I've been low-key looking everywhere now because that one was so beautiful. And I couldn't remember if I had this one, so I bought it. It's called Yours Until Dawn. But because her step backs are just, I mean, really, kids. Do you see it? Is she an angel of mercy or the devil in disguise? I don't know. Who's to say? I guess I'll find out one day when I don't read it. Then I've got an Eva Lay, Temptations of a Wallflower. I mean. Listen, I'm really torn. I'm really guided. I'm drawn. That's the word I wanted. I'm drawn to the wallflower shit because I always want to know what I would have been like in this, like, Regency time period. Because you've got like the Penelopes of the world and the Bridgerton books. No one's really paying attention to them. But also Penelope comes across very like introverted, and she is alone a lot of the time. How much of that was her fault? I'm sorry, Penelope. I mean, were people paying attention to you? I don't know, but you weren't like getting yourself out there. But I don't know what I would do. I mean, having been raised in that time period, like what would I have done? Because I'd like to think that I would have been like the social butterfly that I am. But at the same time, I mean, I don't fit traditional beauty standards either, so I don't know. Anyway, so wallflower shit, I'm into it. Oh, I got another Teresa Medeiros, After Midnight. Hello. Not as good, right? But like, still. I've just decided low-key that I'm going to start. Ooh, let's read the back of this. This looks fascinating. The oldest and most sensible of the three Cabot sisters, Caroline is naturally concerned that her sister Vivian has lately been keeping company with the infamous Adrian Kane. Viscount Trevelyan, the enigmatic nobleman whom most of the ton firmly believe as a vampire. Surely, it is nonsense, and yet. So, okay, Adrian Kane is the Viscount, Trevelyan. The comma looked like a period. The brooding gentleman inhabits a dark castle and is never seen in the daylight, embarking nightly on mysterious excursion to who knows where. And from the first moment Caroline encounters the handsome, hypnotically compelling Viscount, she is shaken by a fevered desire for the man that borders on the unnatural. Well, she must know Adrian's secrets, but each step that draws the inquisitive beauty deeper into his shadowy world pulls her closer to a sensuous surrender, for the power of his passion is impossible to resist. Is he man or monster, champion or villain? And will a yearning heart lead Caroline to disaster or to love? I don't know. And then it says, what pleasures or perils await in his arms after midnight? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And I think my computer's going to die too, which is just great. I have 15 minutes left. Well, that's a motivating factor right there. Lori Copeland marrying Walker McKay. I just thought it was pretty. Like, look at it. Isn't it cute? I know. And here they are in the back. Look how old this is. It was bought at the Kmart. Like when Kmart was a thing, y'all. Our Kmart's been gone forever, so. I don't know what it's about. I just looked at that and said, that looks cute. And then this one, the Sabrina Jeffries. Look how beautiful it is. The Forbidden Lord. Like, I love these covers. I love them. Jordan Willis. What is with this? These people have weird names. It says, Jordan Willis, the Earl of Blackmore, has played with the heart of many a society belle, yet one stolen kiss impulsively planted on the soft, irresistible lips of the preacher's daughter proves his undoing. I'm into it. Those preacher daughters, you know. Okay, Scarlett Peckham. I heard a lot about this. The Rakeess. Apparently, it's like maybe a little bit controversial because she's like a female rake, so she, acts in a lot of the same ways. And when we like give men a pass for that, but apparently, yeah, I don't really know. But I've heard people talk about it on BookTube, and I was like, I'll get it. Again, 50 cents, right, kids? I got Sabrina Jeffries, also The Bachelor. I got it because she has an arrow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have really good reasons for getting all of these. Grace Burrows, My One and Only Duke. And there's also a bonus story by Elizabeth Hoyt, and I was like, cool. He's facing execution, and then he's declared a long-lost heir to a dukedom. Ooh, and she's widowed and pregnant. Why did I get this? I think I got it I honestly don't know. Oh, you know why? Meet the unconventional Wentworth family in this charming new series, The Cinderella Twist. That might have been why. I don't really know. Trying to understand my reasoning 2 weeks ago was never a good idea. Then some more Lisa Kleypas. Hello, Stranger. This is Ravenel's book 4. Step backs. These are so many books, right? I got so many. Oh, that's in the wrong pile. That's from my classroom. Then we've got Catherine Hart, Splendor. I got this one because it looks so funny. Okay, look. Ooh. He's like weird, like pirate Sinbad going on. It says, on tempest-tossed seas of peril and enchantment, their love was the most powerful magic of all. It says the most feared pirate to prowl the waters, handsome Devlin Devil Kane, is magically transformed by a bolt of St. Elmo's fire and impelled by a strange, irresistible force toward the Carolina colonies and the woman who is his destiny. And he's a ghost captain? I have no idea, guys. This sounds dope. And it sounds ridiculous. Well, I got it. Then we got some more Lisa Kleypas. I finally found a copy, guys, of Again the Magic, which I feel like everyone and their dog has told me is a book to read. So here it is. I finally found it. Oh, and then I finally got some Beverly Jenkins. I feel so bad. I'm not fascinated by them. That's probably some, like, I don't know what that says about me. I don't know if it's just, like, the plots that don't do it for me, because sometimes, like, they're American, and I'm not a huge American, like, historical person yet. But I was like, Megan, you have to get Beverly Jenkins. Everyone loves Beverly Jenkins. What are you even doing? And plus, it's floppy. So I got it. And I was like, you got to get your shit together and start reading some Beverly Jenkins. So that was kind of the reason behind that one. Okay, that's... Okay, we're almost done. We got another Mary Balogh, The Escape. I don't know, they're like two wounded people. He's a war hero and she's a widow. So, there's that. Then we've got Victoria Alexander, What a Lady Wants. Ooh, I got this one definitely because of the step back. The step back says, a resourceful lady in love will always get what she wants, but will the cost be too dear to bear? Look how pretty it is. I know, right? So cute. Okay, I gotta pause this real quick because, like, it's gonna die. Okay, we're back in business. Once upon a time I would have edited that out, but not today, guys. Okay, this one by Kelly Bowen is called You're the Earl That I Want. And I got it because it made me start seeing Grease. And I don't even like Grease that much. So I was like, you're the Earl that I want. You are the Earl I want. Anyway, so I got it. And plus it says something nice about... Well, it says if you like Julia Quinn. So I was like, well, I do. His name is Heath as well. And what is it? Oh, okay. The way we describe these women is like peak goals. So, once a shy slip of a girl, Joss, that's Jocelyn, the female main character. She is now brilliant, beautiful chaos in a ball gown. That's what I aim to be. Yep. All right, we also got Cold-Hearted Rake by Lisa Kleypas. You know, trying to get the whole thing. I don't even know. Like, I've got them all. I haven't scanned these in yet, and I have been really not doing a great job doing that recently. So, did I already get this one? Did I pick this up twice? I did. Here's another copy of Hello Stranger. At a certain point, I couldn't see what was in my bag. That's so funny. Well, someone's going to get a copy of this book. Probably one of my friends at school, because they like to read them too. We've also got Lisa Kleypas' Scandal in Spring, which I couldn't remember if I had either, so I got it anyway. And it was pretty. I'm telling you, these pastels are like... just really nice. It's the perfect season for a little indiscretion. Isn't it always? Yeah. Okay. We're getting down to the end here, guys. This is the last... Yeah, this is the last one. And it's Lisa Kleypas. Oops. Devil in Winter. It's the third book in the Wallflower series. And again, it says, desperate to escape her scheming relatives, Evangeline Jenner has sought the help of the most infamous scoundrel in London. And marriage at convenience is the only solution. No one would have ever paired the shy, stammering Wallflower with the sinfully handsome Viscount. It quickly becomes clear, however, that Evie is a woman of hidden strength, and Sebastian desires her more than any woman he's ever known. Cute. I would have liked it better if it had a step back, though. But I only try to get ones with step backs or really nice covers. Okay, but then I found a couple other things. I got, even though I already have a copy of this and don't need it, I was like, I gotta get it. I got the Captive Prince, the second book, Prince's Gambit. If you've been like, ooh, what's this behind Megan? Like, that looks familiar. Well, we have here some artwork. That's Captive Prince. And then these are the Taiwan versions of the books. And then if I just tilt a little bit, and one day I'll show you, I have copies of those books in a bazillion languages. And I was like, someone has to own this. That someone might as well be me. And one day I will, there's exclusive chapter 2. Wait a second. I'm going to have to read this later. I actually haven't read that chapter. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. My friend picked this up. She's like, Megan, she's like, is this monster romance? And I was like, I don't know, but let me look at it. It's called Hot Blooded. I have no idea. I haven't heard of any of these authors. It says 4 sexy original stories of sensual predators who come by night. I was like, okay. And I think it's like literally a monster romance. Like all of them. So let's just read, shall we? First one's called Dark Hunger. In a dark jungle, a beautiful activist liberates animals from a secret laboratory and stumbles upon an unexpected prisoner. She releases the Carpathian from his bonds only to unleash his voracious appetite on herself. All right, and then we've got Awaiting Moonrise. A science professor enters the steamy bayou to find a new species of animal, convinced that its presence is behind the stories of the lycanthropy in the region, but finds herself tempted by a legendary creature straight out of her most sensual nightmare. We have The Night Owl. I can't read. Little ever seems to stir in the sleepy woods of a small Vermont town until a new owner takes over the exclusive local inn. He is centuries old and has traveled far and wide to find his queen, and now nothing will stop him from claiming her. Oh, hello. We do love a man with a goal in mind. And then we've got Seduction Gift. All's fair in the war between desire and resistance when a lady cop pulls over a speeder and finds an immortal lover who is determined to seduce her into accepting her own passionate destiny. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got it. And then but honestly, one of like the biggest finds was I found the first 2 books in a Gathering of Dragons series, the first being A Heart of Blood and Ashes, and I believe this is the second one, A Touch of Stone and Snow, and I think the third one hasn't come out yet. And I've seen people talk about these on BookTube, and I was like, oh my god! Hell yeah! So I got them. They are fantasy romances. There is romance. It's not fully, it's not all about the romance, of course, which is totally fine. But it sounds so good, and I've heard such good things about it. So I think there's going to be a bit of Captive Prince about it. If you're familiar with Captive Prince, which I will get into one day, but not today. But in terms of like kind of the cruelty of the time period and the interactions between different groups of people and different cultures, that kind of a thing, and how people are treated by their families, and then maybe finding each other and finding purpose. So I might have just accidentally summarized those books without actually having read them. So anyway, that's it. It's mostly empty. There are a few things in there that I forgot to take to school. But yeah, I had the best time ever. And I just love this sale so much. It reminds me, I mean, I always love shopping for books, and I took two friends who hadn't been before, and then my other friend had, and we just had the best time ever. And I just can't wait till the next one. And I did buy some stuff for my classroom, but I'm so proud of myself because I've never picked up this many books for myself before, like ever. And I've been shopping at this sale now for like years and years and years. And I was just really proud of myself. So, yeah, I might put some pictures up to kind of show what we got. But I was so busy that I really didn't have like a ton of time. And I didn't want to be super weird, like the person who was like filming all the lot. I was on my phone. But I did update on Instagram as well. And if I haven't already, I will very soon save all of those to my highlights. So, all right. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be another haul soonish because I literally have books I was saving for a haul that I didn't do. And then I got these books and I was like, there's no way I'm hauling all of them. Like, that's too many. So I will show you some of those sometime soon. All right. Bye, everybody.